as I mentioned earlier, if you're in kind of money management, wealth management, there is an extreme need for trust and credibility, right? And so I think we were a new site. I think one of the big lessons that I always tell entrepreneurs is that you have to get to the product to the market immediately, very, very fast. So I have this concept. I don't believe in MVPs, but I believe in something called MEPs, most effective product. Okay. Most viable product means that, hey, I can cut corners. I just want to get something out. Effective is that, is it effective in the marketplace? So we launched our platform from the time we started coding in 90 days. Okay. And the whole idea was, how do you kind of create that trust with the user by showing them the right type of detail and creating a seamless experience? So when people used to come, the whole workflow to invest was automated day one. But on the back end, we are not hooked up to all the banks and stuff like that. So we used to literally manually say, hey, this is how we have to move money, manually enter the bank accounts and transfer funds and all that. But for the consumer, it was a very seamless experience. So you also have to understand your audience. In our case, we were similar to like Airbnb, for example, right? A is a discretionary purchase. So Daniel, you want to invest in real estate, you could invest today or 3 months from now. If you're a savvy investor, you understand what is the value of cash, because if you keep it in cash, you're going to lose money to inflation, right? So obviously you want to invest at the right time, but it's completely discretionary. The other thing is that you don't interact with the platform very frequently, because you could come to the platform 3, 4, 7 times a year to invest, right? So how do you kind of create those moments of joy, which is similar to Airbnb? Airbnb was like, hey, is this for hippies and just couch surfers, or is it a viable option for me to take my family on a vacation, right? And then how do you become central? Because now over the last 10 years, when we are booking a vacation, now Airbnb is part of the equation. 5 years ago, 7 years ago, it was not, right? Because they were still kind of trying to build that trust and credibility. So for me, those were the two things that we had to focus on, is to how do you get them to like give them trust, credibility, content, education, so they feel confident. And then how do you create those moments of joy? So one of the first things I did, and by the way, I was building the platform for myself. So for me, think about our experience, right? We have our bank account, primary bank account. We have salary coming in and whole bunch of bills go out, right? And so what we said is, hey, we want to provide Yieldstreet deposit directly back into the bank account. So that's really where you started with that moments of joy journey. So you invested in Yieldstreet. After a month, you got like $400, $2,000, and like you are now like, oh wow, Yieldstreet is like sending me money back. And so you kind of build that trust and credibility with the consumer. And I think that was really very powerful. So we were very excited about that. And it takes a time, especially in kind of finance and investment business. Some of those things just take time.